called the gag reflex. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a cotton tip applicator. You can also use like a tongue depressor if you wanted to do that. And we're going to go ahead and tap the posterior pharynx or near the tonsillar pillars to trigger a reflex. So it's important before we do that to know the pathway. The sensations from the soft palate, the uvula, the tonsillar pillars, and the pharynx are carried by the glossopharyngeal nerves. When I tap it, it'll activate that. Go to the brainstem, activate the vagus nerve, which controls the muscles of the soft palate, the uvula, and the pharynx, and some of the muscles around the tonsillar pillars, triggering a contraction of those muscles. If I tap it and he gags, that means that the reflex is intact. Those nerves and the brainstem is intact. So let's go ahead and test that reflex. So I have my cotton tip applicator here. What I will do is I'll have Q open up your mouth really quick. I'll be nice and gentle, and I'll come back and I'll go ahead and tap. Sorry, buddy. You're good. Tap that area, and we were able to trigger kind of a gag reflex. I won't do it again. I don't want to be mean, but I could try to do that near the tonsillar pillars on both sides or the pharynx. But either way, his gag reflex is intact. Now here's something to remember. If someone has a negative gag reflex, does that mean that there is a lesion? It could, but it also may not be something that you have to worry about. Gag reflexes should be something that if they had it previously and they lost their gag reflex, that would be something that you want to be concerned with. But generally, someone could have a negative gag reflex and everything be totally fine.